Hey, what's going on? If you want to get a complete system that makes melting fat easy and is 100% automated, then I want you to go to the link that's on the bottom of your page right now. YouTube doesn't let me make that link clickable, so you're actually going to have to type it into your browser, or I also put the copy of the link in the description so you can click on that or type it into your browser. Alright, for now enjoy the video, and after you're done with this video, make sure to go to that link to get a complete fat melting system.
So knowing those little tips about eating food and eating certain types of food is really going to take you to the next level. For example, right now we're going to teach you about carbohydrates, and there's different mindsets and thoughts on, carbs are bad and carbs are good, and what carbs are bad. But we're going to give you those little tips about which carbs to eat, and it's really going to take you to the next level, because the difference from losing 1 pound a day and losing 5 pounds a week is very small. And we're talking about eating this kind of bread and that kind of bread, and eating this kind of pasta and that kind of pasta, and that's going to be a difference in your calorie intake, how you feel, how you look, and the progress you make.
Yeah, and like everything else, every other macronutrient, whether it's fats or proteins or carbs, which is what we're going to talk about in this video, there's a spectrum to it, right? So there's ideally what you want to do, and then you can get progressively worse. So we're going to give you exactly the best decision to make possible for the carbohydrates, and then if you really want to melt fat as fast as possible, you obviously would make all the decisions closer to the good side of the spectrum, and obviously stay away from the bad spectrum. So carbs, like fats, there's different kinds of carbs. There's really a bunch of different classifications, but we don't want to get too technical on it. So we're really just going to break up carbs into simple or complex carbs. Now, difference between simple and complex carbs is how fast they get digested by your body and turn into sugar. Right? So simple carbs are really quickly turned into sugar. Your body can use them for energy instantly. The simple sugars, things like just normal sugar that you would have in a candy bar, or sugar that you would have from baking a cake or whatever. That sugar, your body can instantly turn to sugar, and it gets processed and into your bloodstream very, very quickly. So what happens when you eat simple sugars is that insulin gets released, and insulin is the hormone that takes the sugar and actually transfers it to your fat cells. That's actually what makes you fat. That's why sugar makes you fat, because it spikes insulin, and it actually transfers all those calories, all those things you ate, and stores them as fat in your fat cells. So what are some things we can do to stop that insulin spike?
I mean, the biggest thing is to stop eating those simple carbohydrates. The simple carbs, like Alex said, they spike, and then they're processed immediately, and they go into your system really quick. But they come and go the same. They come quick and they leave quick, and it's a result of your real high followed by a really quick low, followed by that you don't want that low anymore, and you want to eat the same thing, or you want to eat those simple sugars again, those simple carbohydrates, so you can spike back up, and then you're up and down all day, and you never have that constant feel good body.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing is, one of the top ways that we eat those simple carbs is to stay away from white sugar. We want to stay away from, pretty much, if it's white, it's bad. We want to stay away from the white bread, the white pastas, white sugar, and just anything that says, simple sugar, you want to stay away from it.
Anything that is high on the glycemic index.
Exactly.
Right? So I don't know if you probably heard of the glycemic index before. If not, it's just pretty much it's a scale of how quickly certain food gets turned into sugar. And remember, the faster it gets turned into sugar, the more your insulin is going to spike. Because insulin is actually what balances your blood sugar and stabilizes it, so you don't die. That's why diabetics actually gotta inject insulin, because they stop producing insulin from eating so much sugar. Type 2 diabetes, that is. So what we want to do is eat foods that are low on the glycemic index, that they're not going to spike your blood sugar, they're not going to spike your insulin, and they're going to give you stable energy. So what are some foods like?
Hey, real quick, one more thing before you go. I want to make sure you know that there is no correlation between how hard you work and how much fat you melt, or how much muscle you build. Alright? There's enough science, enough data out there that there's absolutely no correlation between hard work and results. Alright? There's a difference between movement and achievement. Alright? If you want to learn my best tips, what I call the 5% hacks that allow you to get maximum results, maximum fat loss, maximum lean muscle gain, I want you to go to the link that's on the bottom of this page, or you can click on the link in the description. Alright, you're going to get a complete system for melting fat in an intelligent and streamlined system. I'll see you there.